We are back, Black in the building. What is going on? It's cold in a motherfucker outside. Shout out to everybody that's handling business. God damn. Shout out to all you suck-ass motherfuckers that act like you're handling business, but you're not. Because when you're not hot, you're not hot. Shout out to everybody that's at the Court Plantation right now. You already know who the fuck I am. I'm your boy and the place to be. Clown and sucker free since 2003. No finessing me at all. But you can always pay me. Shout out to everybody that's out there in this cold, because it's cold as a motherfucker. This weather is a motherfucker. So shout out to everybody that's battling this crazy ass weather as we speak. Hey. And shout out to everybody that is enjoying 2021. We got to start the year off right. I would tell you this. We're going to get into a whole bunch of things right now. But before we get into that, I want to say one thing. Make sure you got your books so you're reading and studying. Also, if you got people around you that you feel like are not helping you get to where you need to go, then you need to get the fuck away from them. And if you're not helping them, get the fuck away from them. Shout out to all my motherfucking finessing ass motherfuckers that's out there. Hey, I gotta always put them out there because you know what? If you don't put these motherfuckers on blast, they gonna act like they ain't never finessed. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the begging ass niggas at the Court Plantation right now. Probably begging a nigga for $5. Hey. Shout out to all my hardworking brothers and sisters that's at the Court Plantation that is trying to compartmentalize their feelings so they don't slap the shit out of a European or a person a part of the dominant white society. Shout out to all my melanated brothers and sisters that haven't slapped the shit out of a Negro-peeing ass nigga. There's a whole bunch of you Negro-peeing motherfuckers too. Motherfuckers feel like because they around a whole bunch of different type of people that they gotta conform and act like them. Even when they not getting paid. So shout out to them sucker Sambo, telling about the gun line, Hayward Shepherd, Steven from Django, coon motherfuckers. They are out there and we gotta call them out. Hey. Shout out to all my hard grindhouse working motherfuckers that's trying to make $1 out of 2 pennies. Because like I said, another day, another 10 cents for black folk, melanated people, another $350 for white folk. Matter of fact, another $450. The stock did good today. So it's $450 for white folk. 10 cents for black folk. And shout out to everybody that is loving and living life. Hey. Man, January is a crazy month. All right, look, let me tell you something, man. It's my cousin's birthday, my mother's birthday. Happy birthday to Tasha. That's you already know what it is. Nigga like shit, fuck a damn birthday. I don't like it when a nigga tell me happy birthday. That means I'm getting older. Shit, fuck that. Nigga, instead of telling me happy birthday, nigga, peel me, nigga. I'm trying to get to the yams, nigga. I want the money that folds, not the money that jingles. So shout out to everybody that's loving and enjoying this January. Shout out to all my people that's into zodiac signs. It is the month of Capricorns. Go get that book Numbers and You by Lloyd Strayhorn. Matter of fact, I gotta get a reading by him. I need to set up my shit with Lloyd Strayhorn so I get a reading. And shout out to all you religious motherfuckers that don't believe in numerology, but are always talk shit about, oh well, shit, I'm going to church. I'm trying to get in heaven. And then you be like, yeah, shit, I'm chilling too, shit. And reason why too, cause shit, I'm a motherfucking Leo shit, so I know I'm going to heaven. Wait, hold on. The Bible says they don't believe in no motherfucking zodiac signs. Nigga, stop. So shout out to all my people that do believe in their zodiac signs. See, I was always under the impression that white folks came out with zodiac signs when I was younger, so I never really believed in that shit. But once I found out that the Moors, black folk, are responsible for numerology, astrology, astronomy, now I can believe in it again. Okay, I can believe in it again. So shout out to all my people out there like Lloyd Strayhorn. And he had another sister on there on the show that I watched it with. Really, really dope show. So shout out to everybody that's handling business. Shout out to all my women out there that figure, you know what, if I don't sell no pussy, then shit, I can't get paid. Then bitch, call me. And we can see about an exchange a medium of exchange, and I might buy some pussy from you depending on your Carfax. So, bitch, if you got 250,000 miles on that pussy hole, bitch, I'm giving you $10. But if you got under 100,000 miles and you ain't dropped your transmission, then maybe we can talk. Man, we got a lot to discuss. We got a lot to get into. Shout out to everybody again that's at the Court Plantation doing what it do. Do not let these Court Plantation motherfuckers stress you out. And don't let them take you to a place where it will alter the course of what you got going on. You control your narrative. Get your vision board. I'm about to give me another. I got one vision board. I'm about to start another one. I might have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vision boards. Hey. And just like Neely Fuller Jr. talks about, I'm still learning. Go get these books, research, read them, understand what the law is about, and understand that these laws are put in place to govern you and to assist the dominant white society. We're going to get into a lot. The civil unrest is real. Joe Biden about to be in office. Hey. And everybody, look, all these black folks getting all excited. But let me tell you something. I don't know why, nigga, he ain't going to do shit for you. Oh, we about to get into it. Hey. Wait, hold on. And you know what? Shout out to every black melanated person in the United States of America that is aspiring to have and own a black business. I gotta give shout out to people. So if you got a side hustle and you a melanated brother, a sister, and you got a side business, much power and respect to you. Like I said, I still got some shit brewing. I ain't gonna talk about it too much until I get it the way I want to get it. Let me tell you something, man. I aspire every day to have my own business. Because trust me, working for the dominant white society, it is easy. But you know what? It is emasculating as a man. It's not stressful, but it's disheartening as a melanated black person or as a melanated brother and sister in the system of racism and white supremacy, because you got to act like the shit don't go on when it does all around you. And then you got to sit up there and watch every other racial group be a conformist, a go along to get along, just so they can get Hansel and Gretel crumbs from the dominant white society as well. So shout out to all my melanated brothers and sisters. Go check out the Hootie My Ara Herbs. Go check out blackandnoble.com, mixofhealth.com. Go check those businesses out, man. If you need some toilet tissue, go check out Freedom Paper Company. Hey. All right, we about to get into it. Man. Another day, another 10 cents. You got Joe Biden's clown ass about to be inaugurated and all this other shit. And you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers acting like they don't know what the fuck is going on. First of all, let me tell you something. How many times have I told you? I even read this article about the right-wing extremists and their supporters use Christian websites to raise funds. The Democrats are trying, in my personal opinion, to make the right wing so racist and such public enemy number one. It's almost disgusting. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and vote for Donald Trump, or if you decide to run again, I'm not telling you none of that. But what I am telling you is this. Donald Trump and Joe Biden are the fucking same. It's just one's going to tell you to your face he don't fuck with niggas, and one is going to be like, yeah, I love y'all. And then behind closed doors, y'all need to start working with the Hispanics because, you know, you need to start working with the Hispanics. And basically, I ain't really doing too much shit for y'all. Motherfucker ain't talking about reparations. Motherfucker ain't talking about no type of plan that he has for black folk. Motherfucker didn't even want to hear what Cube had to say. But everybody jumped on Cube and demonized and vilified him about that shit. Let me tell you something, man. When you even look at these articles, I'll be like, bro, you can tell. CNN think they, look, first of all, the FBI, the CIA, all you motherfuckers were all a part of that grand scheme of them running inside the U.S. Capitol and making it some type of bullshit. You already knew what the fuck was going on. Trust me, the FBI knows. Look, because let me tell you something. The FBI is not going to work extra hard to seek and destroy the Nation of Islam, the Black Panther Party. But then when it comes to the Proud Boys, all of a sudden they don't know what the fuck is going on. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Stop with the bullshit. Stop acting like y'all don't know what's going on. And all you black folk that's running the fucking Joe Biden and vote for him because y'all think he gonna do something different, y'all need to wake the fuck up and start reading and doing your own research and not just going along with the fuck somebody told you, man. Straight up. Let me tell you something, man. Just like you look at all these people that's sitting up here, you know, they're going to these parties, they going to kick it, they doing all these things. But when black folks gather together during this scandemic or plandemic, like Bow Wow, they've been going hard on Bow Wow because he packed out a club and he was performing. But nigga, I see white people in parks, and I'm talking about 30, 40, 50, 60 of them. Nobody got masks on. That's why I be like, look at the hypocrisy on this bullshit. But everybody want to get on Bow Wow because he performing at a nightclub and there's a whole bunch of niggas in there. Man, stop with the bullshit, man. Because we will always be the face of the negative bullshit that comes along with anything that the dominant white society gives you. We gonna always be the face. I've been talking about give it to the niggas first. And then niggas like, yeah, we should get it first. Yeah, man, because Joe Biden's gonna make sure that things work good for us. Stop. And a lot of it is too, motherfuckers is too busy trying to get butter biscuits and Hansel and Gretel breadcrumbs. That's why. Want to hear that shit, man? Then I was reading this article. That's what trips me out too. How these now. This is what really bakes my noodle. A police officer shot a woman in the face with a rubber bullet back in like May during a Black Lives Matter protest, right? But the Proud Boys and all their friends and family just walked right in the U.S. Capitol and was assisted by the U.S. Capitol Police. And everybody else was there. They was walking in there, stealing shit, waving a Confederate flag. Now, you tell me what the difference. And if y'all notice, I'm going to keep talking about it. Ain't no white folk going to bring this shit up to you at work. They don't want to talk about this shit. Why would they? Why would they? They're not going to talk about this. You tell me why would they? You like, why? Because that is basically taking ownership and accountability of what racism, white supremacy is, that it does exist, and white privilege exists. And white folk, to this day, act like white privilege. I had to work extra hard, Tyrone, to get this position. You know, I went to school, and I got student loans, and I had to work extra hard. Why? Do you know how many black folk got master's and BA degrees and reported to a white person with no degree? Stop with the bullshit, man. Stop playing the bullshit games, man. Let me tell you something. When the pandemic started, before the pandemic started, you know how much insider trading was going on? These congressmen and senators, they know what the fuck is going on. The stock market, Congress, that's all intertwined. Sports, everything is intertwined with the stock market. Everything is based off the stock market. So let me tell you, when you're a congressman, a senator, you know, a delegate, a House of Representatives, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you don't think judge, mayor, governor, you don't think that that's not all tied to the stock market? And you had so much insider trader and motherfuckers selling off stock and buying all kinds of stock and Citrix. I did a podcast on that last year about it, and nobody talked about it. But you know why? All dominant white society motherfuckers. It's their rules, it's their game, and then you don't never even hear about it anymore. And let me just, because I was looking at this article, and this is what's so funny. I should have put that picture up too, because that's a funny picture. But the Justice Department informed Senator Richard M. Burr, Republican of North Carolina, on Tuesday that it would not pursue insider trading charges against him. According to his lawyer and another person briefed on the decision, quietly ending a month-long investigation into his dumping of hundreds of thousands of dollars in stock in the turbulent early days of the coronavirus pandemic. The decision of the department effectively cleared a cloud of legal jeopardy that has loomed over Mr. Burr since the sales were first disclosed in March. At the crux of the case was whether Mr. Burr, then the chairman of the Senate of Intelligence Committee, had acted based on non-public information about the contagion that he received at senators-only briefings. Basically, a whole bunch of legal jargon. A handful of other senators drew similar scrutiny for their trades over the same period and were cleared in the spring-summer. Mr. Byrd's case proved far more complicated and included grand jury subpoenas and a search of his electronic storage account. At one point, the FBI seized his cell phone, a highly evasive tactic for a sitting member of Congress that required sign-off by Attorney General William P. Barr. So basically, he was insider traded and they couldn't find anything because he knew how to cover his tracks. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. All these motherfuckers be insider traded. They just pick and choose who they gonna dump to the motherfucking American people to be like, see, we are doing our job. We are prevailing injustice. Stop. Why the fuck Donald Trump, Joe Biden, why the Democrats ain't talking about that shit? Because they don't give a flying fuck about these niggas stealing. That's why. They more worried about motherfucking Bill Cosby not giving up that land that he owned so they can drill that oil. So they want to put him as the face of sexual misconduct while motherfucking Ghislaine Maxwell and motherfucking Harvey Weinstein is in the cut chilling. And you don't even know what the fuck is going on with them. And we gonna get on that in a minute. I just thought I would talk about that. Now Ghislaine Maxwell, nobody's talking about Ghislaine. So I'm gonna just go ahead and keep bringing her up. And trust and believe you me, eventually it's gonna dissipate where you don't even know that she exists. Ghislaine Maxwell was Jeffrey Epstein's partner in crime. She was soliciting the younger females and the underage children to go up to Jeffrey Epstein and give him massages and do all this bullshit. Nobody said anything. Now the records are coming out that Bill Clinton's involved, Al Gore's involved, all kinds of senators and congressmen. We already know what was going on, but why are they not talking about it? But they keep showing you R. Kelly, mute Kelly, using black folk to do it. Just like the Tuskegee experiment. They had a black nurse co-sign the shit. See, they use us to co-sign the fuckery. Just like I'm reading The Destruction of Black Civilization. I'm still reading that book. I'm getting towards the end. It's very good. In the conquest of dividing and conquering different states and nations of Africa, what the dominant white society did, the Europeans, the Portuguese, all of them motherfuckers, what they did was come in there, sow discord, get a black face, a melanated brother that was on some Sambo shit, turn him, co-opt that motherfucker, and let him or her do the bidding for the dominant white society under the innocent garb or the integrity garb of it's going to be better for our country, when really they're wearing the deception garb, which basically, well, it's going to be good for you guys. Really, it's going to be good for the person that's getting you to co-sign the bullshit. So I don't care what nobody say. If you don't know your history, you don't know where the fuck you going. So that should tell you right there. Ghislaine Maxwell, I talked about Aunt Becky. Aunt Becky's husband, the Massimo motherfucker, basically had his lawyer tell the judge, COVID, I just want to serve the rest of my sentence at home. I really don't even want to be in jail, and I'm white, and I'm rich, I'm wealthy. I'm not a nigger, so I'd rather just do my sentence at home. And they ain't even talk about that shit at all. Matter of fact, Felicity Huffman, she got a new role, I think, on Netflix. How do you go to prison, get out for cheating, and get a new role in Hollywood? Because Hollywood don't give a fuck about no niggas. They just like niggas fighting each other over the table scraps that they gonna give y'all. It's just like working at a corporate plantation. It's the same fucking shit. So y'all motherfuckers better wake the fuck up and understand this shit is serious. It's real on the field. It's hard on the motherfucking yard. And you thinking that these motherfuckers fuck with you. No, they do not fuck with you. And I don't know why motherfuckers are under this impression that somehow, some way, they're going to make it fair for you and make it just and fair for everyone. Look, if you're not trying to establish a system of justice, then you're just wasting your time. And I'm not saying go on your corporate plantation, act no goddamn fool. That's some bullshit. No, I'm not telling you to do that at the goddamn corporate plantation. But what I am telling you, when you're out of that corporate plantation, you could establish a system of justice. You could do what needs to be done to help black folk and move the needle at least one notch in your own right. Support black businesses. Not turn your nose up at black businesses and always wondering, oh, this nigga here. Fuck that. Be patient. We could be patient with Gucci, Louis, and Fendi, European labels that don't give a fuck about no niggas, but when it comes to our shit, we be kind of like, man, but they be bullshit, man. Stop, man. Let me tell you something, man. Motherfuckers better get over that shit. I'm going to tell you right now, man, there's a lot of shit going on. We got to be focused. And the reason why I say we got to be focused is because what trips me out about okay, we have to be better than the best as melanated people in the United States of America. We know that. We already know that. So with that being said, as melanated people, you have to have a code of conduct. And in the code, it should be, hey man, bear with your brother or sister. If they're really honorable in their business and they're really trying to make things right, be patient. Don't go on internet and social media and down them. And I've never seen so many people do that to black businesses. The shit blew my mind. I was like, damn. So that's what made me, I done supported black businesses and never got my shit. But y'all ain't never heard me say that shit on this platform. Because it ain't that big deal to me. Because you know what? You have to be patient. Because this is civil unrest right now. You about to see a whole bunch of white folk get into it with a whole bunch of different white folks. Don't be picking no side. You stand back and you be ready. Because nigga, eventually they gonna get tired of fighting each other and they gonna be coming for niggas. Because niggas have always been the punching bag of the dominant white society ever since slavery began. 450 odd years ago. So trust and believe you me. That's why they can segregate the Native Americans, segregate the Latinos, segregate the Chinamen, segregate the Indian men, they will segregate everyone else and single us out so the whole focus is on us. That's why every other racial group loves when the Democrats are in office, in my personal opinion. Why, Warren? Because the Democrats, they're so well at practicing benign neglect, they act like niggas don't even exist. And then whatever they give a nigga, they be like, don't be proud. They start acting like Dutch Schultz in Hoodlum. Go watch the movie Hoodlum. Lawrence Fishburne is in that movie. Cicely Tyson's in that movie. Tim Roth is in that movie. Tim Roth plays Dutch Schultz. And he plays he plays an honest Jewish white man and how they felt about black folk back in the day and how they still feel about us today. It's a fact. Because if they didn't feel that way, they would have had a conversation with Nick Cannon behind closed doors, but they publicly shamed and humiliated him because of what he read in a book. And if the books were wrong, then why don't you come out with your own books arguing those points? But instead, they took away his show, tried to offer it to DC Young Fly, which was so just underhanded and backbiting and vicious and vile and devilish and shaitanic, but for some sort of reason, we always let them be the moral compass of who we are. And they're able to be the moral judge and the moral judgment of our character as black folk, native black folk, foundational black Americans in this United States of America Incorporated, but we're the ones who built the country. They ain't even built shit. But somehow, some way, we have allowed them to become the moral compass of what we do in our narrative. No, you can't. That's why I'm always looking at them upside their head. Nope, you better be speaking some real shit. If you ain't speaking no real shit, get the fuck away from me. If you're not telling me what's being said about us when we're not in the room, I don't really have much to say to you. And let me tell you something, man. Motherfuckers think because a person is Christian that they can't be racist. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about no person being Christian or, man, look, let me tell you something. The system of white supremacy is global. It's a team sport. Stop giving people pass because, oh, they're Christian or they go to your church or, oh, they work at your corporation and they cool with you. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that they don't have racist tendencies. Everybody's a suspected white supremacist until they prove otherwise. You better fucking wake the fuck up, man. A lot of motherfuckers, man, be going to that shit. That's why I steady be bringing up Ghislaine Maxwell, because don't nobody else bring her up. I bring her up damn near every podcast and be like, why ain't nobody talking about Ghislaine Maxwell? Why they not talking about Bill Clinton? They let Bill Clinton speak at the DNC, and they had a picture of this motherfucker getting a massage from one of Jeffrey Epstein's young bitches. And then nobody never said anything at all. Donald Trump said he was going to lock Hillary Clinton up when he won. He won. Why is she not locked up? Because that's banter. These people are all friends and fuck with each other outside of this theater that they giving everybody. Better wake the fuck up. Let me tell you something. Then everybody worried about the motherfucking inauguration and wondering what's going to happen and what they going to do. And it's like, motherfuckers getting hyped up over that shit. All you about to get is 4 years of Obama. And Obama didn't do shit for black folks. So you about to get four years of niggas not doing shit. And all they going to do is tell you, well, we had to clean up what Trump messed up. Stop. Isn't that what they said about Reagan and then about Bush and then about the other Bush? And then stop. Eventually people will wake up. And if they don't, I don't know what to tell you. But these are the things that I have learned. I have learned that if you do not do the research for yourself and read and study, then I don't know what to tell you, because you'll watch movies. I touched on it on Sunday, but I'm going to touch on it again. I didn't like that movie with Muhammad Ali and Jim Brown. The first scene, they talking shit about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And no, I'm not a part of the Nation of Islam. I'm not in the Nation of Islam. I don't belong to no religious group. But I'm going to always exalt and hold in high regards the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, because that dude was a genius. That nigga was getting it when it came to the business. So I'm sorry. He had multiple businesses everywhere set up. He had a formula on do for self. So I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers got to say. And I'm getting sick and tired of every filmmaker always casting a negative light about the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But don't nobody talk about how Malcolm X wanted to get back into the Nation of Islam when he knew, oh, it's cold out there and these niggas ain't gonna protect you like we gonna protect you. Nobody talks about that. Then everybody want to celebrate MLK Day. That's why I didn't do no podcast on MLK. Motherfucker, just like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, if you knew Martin Luther King, then you would know that once a nigga said we coming for the money, I'm opposed at war, y'all killing innocent people, then they're all right, well, we got to kill this nigga. And they definitely didn't like him meeting with the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I just don't like that. I feel like it's a disservice to the Nation of Islam. I feel like it's a disservice to black folk. And I feel like you don't never hear white folks talking about how many bitches John F. Kennedy was fucking. You never hear that at all. You always hear he was a great president. You never hear none of that. You never hear nothing about any of the presidents, really. Hell, you got to go do the research for yourself about the majority of these dominant white society presidents and all the racist shit that they had going on, because white folks is never really going to tell you. But with us, shit, the minute we can't get in front of white folk, hey, he's doing this and he's doing that, because we get all in our feelings and we have egos and pride, so we feel like, fuck that nigga. See, I'm learning as I get older, like, nah, I handle that shit behind closed doors. I don't want the dominant white society taking pleasure and being entertained by the dysfunction of melanated folk. I don't like that shit. And like I said, I worked at one place, and that was Opportunity Village. And any type of dysfunction amongst the black folk, they handled it behind closed doors. You never know. I never knew it was any dysfunction amongst the black folk when I worked at Opportunity Village, because niggas kept that under their hat. You know what I mean? And that taught me a lot. And I had to go back to that, because let me tell you something. You're not going to agree with your melanated brother and sister every day, all day. You're going to have disagreements, especially at the Court Plantation. But those are things to be settled behind closed doors and not out and up front and in front of everybody, because now you on blast. You putting your man's on blast. He putting you on blast. And now y'all look like a joke as far as unity is concerned. And where there's dysfunction, there's no unity. And where there's no unity, there's no power, man. So I'm just letting y'all know that. But hey, man, I got a lot of shit to do. I hope y'all got a lot of shit to do. Keep supporting black businesses. You already know what it is. I'm your boy, Warren G, and the place to be. Been clowning and sucker free since 2003. Hey, man, If you know a black business, support that black business. If you around niggas that's talking that other shit and cheering on people like Jane Elliott, who when the brother brought up reparations, this bitch started talking about the Native Americans. So that lets you know all you need to know. And question, where's Tim Wise at? Why all this shit is happening to black folk? You'll go on CNN, but what are you doing besides that? Are you for reparations? That'll let you know all you need to know about people when you ask them about reparations and they start talking about everybody else. But hey, man, this been one. I know it's been a short one. I got shit to do and shit that I got to handle. Hey, man, keep grinding, keep working hard, love, live life. You see a black brother or sister, go out of your way to say, what's up, man? They might need that. Pull them to the side and have a chop it up with them, man. That's your therapy. Because we all we got. Hey, man, and if you're around a motherfucker that's talking that, man, we just got to see what Joe Biden got, what he gonna do. Sambo, nigga. Guilty, nigga. I'm out. Peace.